Cecil County and the world. Cecil TV is moving forward and we are glad you are along for the ride. Tonight we introduce a new name for this program. It can no longer be called Cecil Weekly because soon we'll be adding a second show each week. After extensive polling and expert consultation, the new name is 30 at 6. 30 for the length of the program and 6 for the time it will soon air on cable. There's lots happening at Cecil TV, so keep watching. I'm your host, Rob Churnside. Tonight, we introduce our personal finance segment, which is a collaboration with the Aberdeen Proving Ground Federal Credit Union. Liz Monti is Director of Financial Education at APGFCU, and she will join us this evening to share tips on getting out of debt. I'm there. We think personal finance is an important topic for everyone to learn more about. Each month, we'll have someone from APGFCU come onto the show and educate us a bit on issues related to personal finance that we should all know more about.
Good evening. I'm Allison Donnelly for Cecil 30 at 6. I'm here with Liz Monti from APGFCU, and we're going to talk about 4 tips for getting out of debt. It's 2018, it's a new year, and a common resolution is to get out of debt, improve your financial status, improve financial well-being. So Liz is going to share with us some tips for how you can stick with your resolution in 2018. Liz, welcome to the show.
A pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
I appreciate it. We usually recommend 4 tips. First, if you're trying to get out of debt, you need to assess your situation. We recommend that you write down all of your debts and based on the balances, the interest rate, and the minimum payment that you have to make.
Do you recommend that people take notes or take with a pen and paper or keep it in an Excel spreadsheet, or do you
It
do
is
it a certain way?
completely up to the individual. If they want to write it down, they can write it down. If they like electronic devices, then go ahead and put it on your computer in an Excel spreadsheet. So
Okay.
it's completely up to the individual. But it's important that they see what the total debt situation is, what their situation is. Create a date.
Yeah.
Have a date in which you sit down and you focus on your plan, on what you want to achieve.
Yeah, and that could be a date with yourself, a date with your significant other.
Absolutely, absolutely. The other thing that we recommend is that you choose a strategy. Financial experts have 3 different strategies. One is the debt snowball strategy, in which you take the smallest balance and you attack it. You decide you're going to pay more than the minimum on it, and you continue to pay on it until it's completely paid off. And then you take whatever payment you were paying on that amount, on that debt, and apply it to the second debt until you're completely out of debt.
Yeah.
The other strategy is what they call the avalanche method. And with that one, you actually take the highest interest rate, and you pay that debt that has the highest interest rate first.
Yeah, well, that makes sense because you're attacking the rate that will accrue and cost you more money in the long run.
Correct. But there are two different thoughts in that one. With the debt snowball effect, you get that motivation that you finally accomplish paying one of the debt. With the avalanche one, you are, like you said, you are getting rid of the interest, the highest interest one, and you're paying less interest at the end.
Yeah.
So it's completely up to the individual. And the third method, we call it the blizzard method, which is just combining both of them. You can start with the debt snowball effect and then go into and then apply the avalanche one. So you start with the smallest debt, and then the second debt that you pay would be the one with the highest interest rate, just a combination of both.
Okay.
The second tip that we have for everyone is make sure that you create a budget. And a budget is nothing but a plan where you tell your money where it's going to go.
Right.
So it's extremely important that you know what your income is, what your expenses are, and you decide where your money is going to go. If once you subtract the expenses from your income, if you find that you don't have enough income, then you have to make some decisions of what you need to do, whether it is you get a second job, that you cut some expenses, such as let's look at your telephone bill. Can you negotiate that one, or your cable, or sell some stuff that you have that you don't use. So you have to figure out additional ways to get income. And finally, we recommend that you are committed. It took time for you to get to the place that you are, to create that debt, and it's going to take time to get out of it. So we highly recommend that you're patient with yourself, that you reward yourself when you actually achieve what you wanted to achieve, and that you commit to it solely. And you'll be very happy in 2018. You'll have less debt, or you'll be completely debt free.
Yeah, those are great tips, and I think I love the winter theme of the snowball and the avalanche, or the
blizzard.
Yeah. And so I think that those are some great tips, and I am so happy that we've launched this segment, and I'm excited for all of us to learn more.
So are we. Thank you so much. And if anybody needs any additional resources, feel free to visit our page at apgfcu.com.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh no, the furnace is on the fritz again.
This time I'm calling the moon.
Wow, he's here already?
At your service. There you go. Mission accomplished. Our house is nice and warm again. Thanks, Moon Man.
You're awesome.
You're welcome. Just go to moonairinc.com.
For out of this world service, moonairinc.com.
Hello, I'm Josh Diehl for Cecil TV here at the 4th budget hearing for Cecil County Public Schools, where they are crunching the numbers on how to get 30 new positions and an increase of $4.25 million to the annual budget.
I'd like to take a minute and share with you the budget priorities for the Division of Ed Services. As I touched on last week, we believe there is a significant need to support the addition of several new staff positions, including regular education classroom teachers, gifted and talented teachers, special educators, therapists, school psychologists, and paraprofessionals to meet the needs of all of our students. We also plan to expand by 2 the number of behavior support classrooms at the elementary level. This is being done to provide a more robust continuum of service for our students with disabilities, while at the same time decreasing the likelihood that a child will require a non-public placement, which is obviously very costly.
Looking at, so then we know what we're getting from the state and the federal government. What's left is what our request to the county would be. So our request is $85,941,000, which is a $4.2 million increase, almost $4.3 million, or 5%. And you can see that's a little bit above what our total operating budget increase is because of the net reduction in state combined with federal funding.
Hi, I'm Josh Diehl for Cecil TV here with Dr. Devine, Superintendent of Cecil County Public Schools. Now, Dr. Devine, you had mentioned earlier how behind the scenes this process is and how much work goes into it. Would you mind elaborating on that a little bit more?
Well, basically what I said is this was the 4th budget meeting beginning in December through the months of January, and actually in February the board will take final action. And so the various divisions present the details in separate board meetings, and it comes together tonight as a budget hearing. And throughout the process, the board engages with the leadership team and asks questions about various parts of the budget. And then on February 12th, they will actually take formal action. And any changes that they make will happen between now and then, and it becomes their budget that I will carry to the county executive for his action. And finally, he will carry his recommendation to the county council, and then we will know our actual numbers sometime in June.
So there was a moderate turnout tonight, but only one person actually spoke. Were you expecting more, less? What was...
Well, no, we pretty much have an average attendance. We don't have huge numbers at our board meetings, but I take that as the community is pretty satisfied with what's going on in their school system. And keep in mind that school employees and our department leaders, they've all had a lot of opportunity to give their input to this budget already. Through their initial requests and through various meetings with division leaders. And so our employees have had a lot of opportunity to ring in, including on the surveys, and we take the survey results very seriously and try to align our priorities with the priorities of our constituents.
And when did you say that so this was the budget hearing, and then you said the next step?
Is February 12th at the board's business meeting, and that month they will take action on the capital budget and the operating budget and the debt service.
With the approval from the school board here tonight, we're still pending approval on February 12th, and then it's on to the county executive. For Cecil TV, I'm Josh Diehl.
Our next guest, Steve McBride from St. Mary Ann's Episcopal Church, music director, and going to talk to us about an upcoming event March 3rd. Welcome, Steve.
Thanks.
30 at 6.
Great to be here. Great to be here. Thank you. I've been at St. Mary Ann's for about 2 years. It'll be 2 years on February 21st as the music director. And we have started a whole lot of outreach concerts recently since I've been at St. Mary Ann's. Concerts that are outside of the church, not just part of the worship experience. I just performed one on Saturday night, Sacred and Songbook, which was a solo concert, myself singing and playing the piano. We did all sorts of Broadway hits, American Songbook hits, that sort of thing. Nice. And on March 3rd, Saturday, March 3rd, we're having Broadway on Main. So we're bringing in about 6 or 7 singers, myself at the piano. There'll be a drummer and a bass player, and we're doing a whole evening of classic musical theater numbers. Should be pretty spectacular.
So right there in downtown Northeast in the Parish Hall, you'll be giving your regards to Broadway.
We will be. We will
That's
be.
Awesome.
Right
Is that
on
going to
me.
be one of the tunes?
It could be. It could be. And I might have you along to sing it. You could be a guest artist.
Who did? Ethel Merman did
Ethel
that, right?
Merman, yeah.
I'll tell you, so many good Broadway hits, and they're all so ingrained in our minds,
Well, we have this wonderful resource just at Cecil College with the Milburn Stone Theater, and a lot of the singers who are coming perform regularly there. Many I just met in the last show that I worked on there, which was The Producers. But we're doing all sorts of classic stuff. I want musical theater numbers that people can walk away singing along to, that they recognize, stuff that they saw when they were kids, right, that they want their children to see. It should be a really fun evening of music.
So with all those ringers for singers, it must be pretty expensive, right?
Well, the singers are donating their time. I donate my time, and with all the money that everybody has just saved from the financial segment, now they can donate that to the music ministry at St. Mary Ann's. So these concerts are fundraising to support the music ministry. Free admission to the cabaret.
There you go.
There'll be food for purchase and for sale, and we'll take a free will offering. People can donate what they'd like, but it raises money so we can continue doing concerts like this throughout the year.
And March 3rd is what night is it?
Saturday.
Saturday night, and what time does it start?
7 p.m. on
7
Saturday,
p.m.
March 3rd.
Make sure you get there early and hungry.
Sounds good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Charles. For 30 years, I have been practicing functional medicine and gentle chiropractic. Elkton Chiropractic Neurology is dedicated to enhancing whole body rejuvenation, whether or not you are afflicted with injury or disease. We utilize a structural, neurologic, metabolic, nutritional, and energetic approach to restoring your body to its full potential.
After coming to Dr. Charles, I'm better than I was before.
You deserve to feel good and to have an active lifestyle, so why not call Elkton Chiropractic Neurology today?
The Cecil TV Dog of the Week is Muggsy, a 10-year-old American Bulldog. He's a friendly, lively dog who Cecil County Animal Services says would be good with kids and good with other non-aggressive dogs. He loves to play, especially with rope toys. If you think you might have a good home for Muggsy, please contact and visit Cecil County Animal Services. Thank you.
And now, one of the sweetest people I know, Vice President of the Northeast Chamber of Commerce, involved with other chambers and owner of her own store, Northeast Chocolates, Christie McDevitt. Welcome, Christie.
Hello.
Cecil TV's new show, 30 at 6.
Well, thanks for having me. First, I would like to address the fabulous apparel that Rob and I are both sporting. Go Eagles. And now we may continue with the interview. So what you got for me?
We got a Super Bowl winning team in Philadelphia.
Heck yeah.
And they're going to come down here to Northeast because you're promoting events.
That's right. So we definitely in Northeast have a fantastic vibe energy kind of going on that we've built up over the last couple years. And so our main staple that we've been promoting is our second Saturday events. And we do everything from Easter egg scavenger hunts. We do spooktacular celebrations for Halloween, and we have got Mother's Day events. So every second Saturday of each month, it's a different theme. We've got unicorns. It gets kind of crazy. So our events bring anywhere from a couple hundred people up to about 2,000 people. So every month, second Saturday, downtown Northeast.
And Cecil County knows about second Saturday, but they can find out more through your website or...
Yeah, so we actually have a Facebook page. It is Main Street Northeast, and that is Main and then Street is abbreviated Northeast. And coming soon, we're going to have a tourism website to mirror that, as well as a tourism magazine. And that'll help people learn about the events in advance and kind of get a little bit better attendance and some more, I guess, global information about, you know, not just Main Street, but the cool businesses like North Bay, like Sandy Cove, St. Mary Ann's, that aren't necessarily right in the heart, but are still plenty worthwhile to visit.
Well, it's got like a good vibe, like a beachy vibe, a resort type of vibe when you, especially when the weather's nice.
It is, and actually most recently we were referred to as a little St. Michael's, and I kind of stepped back for a second. I was like, whoa, that's kind of a high honor, but you know, a lot of people come into town and just get this really laid back, friendly, hometown kind of feel, and that's exactly what we are. We're just, you know, really nice people in a nice little water town. So.
And they can go somewhere to eat, and then if they want to pick up a little dessert to go, they go to your store, Northeast Chocolate.
I would hope so. We actually have a couple great sweet stops on Main Street, including Sweet Spice Bake Shop. They have phenomenal salted caramel pretzel cupcakes and potato chip cookies. Then Chesapeake Bay Coffee Company has their new fresh hot donuts. But yeah, Northeast Chocolates, we're known for our salted caramels, which I think we might have the entire county addicted to salted caramels. Homemade fudge, which is like super creamy. It's all hand churned. And chocolate strawberries. Valentine's favorite is chocolate strawberries. So those are coming up. And
I'll be down next week.
Yeah. You ought to, because they're delicious. We just did a Valentine's preview event at Unwind, and we had about 65 people show up, and it was a free tasting, and I dipped several hundred strawberries just for people to try, and let me tell you.
Yum.
It's delicious.
Sweet. So, you're also involved, Christie, with Chesapeake City in some capacity.
Yeah, so Northeast Chocolates has a second location in downtown Northeast inside of a store called Bell Connell's Emporium.
In Chesapeake City? In
Chesapeake City. It's across from the fantastic Prime 225, which is one of my favorite restaurants. And yeah, so we do a store down there, and so I've kind of been getting involved a little bit with, you know, events and so on and so forth. So most notably will be the St. Patrick's Day Parade, which will fall on Saturday the 17th, which is the actual holiday. So that should be fun. We've got a mummer string band, we've got bagpipers, the whole 9 yards, so it should be fun.
Nice. Lots going on, and we're just kind of, the groundhog saw his shadow, so we're just kind of waiting for things to warm up a little bit, but there's still plenty to do even though the weather's cold.
Yeah, it's always surprised me. If anyone is bored in Cecil County, they're just not looking far enough, because there is so much to do, whether it's in Northeast, Chesapeake City, Elkton, Port Deposit. I mean, there's always something going on. So I really encourage people to, you know, see what's out there, check out the Facebook pages. There's always events coming up. So.
Well, we look forward to it, and I'll be doing my Valentine's Day shopping right down at your store.
Got you covered.
Thanks.
Thanks, Rob.
And now returning again, a musical favorite of ours, of mine, and I'm sure of yours, Terry Merryman. Terry, welcome to 30 at 6.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you back. And I know last time you played keyboard and guitar.
Yep.
Tonight you're going to have 2 different guitars, I see.
Yep. Different tunings. I figured it'd save us the time.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You're not only involved in the open mic at the Station 26 on Wednesdays, correct?
Yep.
But you're involved
Station Ale House.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I would
Station
say
Ale
that.
House down in Northeast.
Yeah, Station Ale House every
Right.
Wednesday, and it goes off at 7 o'clock?
7 to 11. So we got plenty of time. People come out. You get to do more than 2 songs.
That's pretty good.
You know, you get to sit up there and if you want us, Mary Archer is my co-host. And if you want a little help, we're happy to join in with you, or you can have the whole show.
That's awesome. And Mary was on the show, has been on the show several times. Yes. And the whole open mic scene is just, it's so wonderful. All of them are, yours included, are just so open and allow people who may or may not get a chance to play otherwise to get up there and do their thing.
Yep. It's a warm, forgiving atmosphere.
Yes.
You know, everybody's welcome.
Encouraging as well.
Encouraging, yes.
So, speaking of encouraging, I know you're doing something coming up to encourage songwriters, in not only in this area, but in a larger area.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yep. I belong to the Philadelphia Area Songwriters Alliance. We call it PASA. It's been around for, my gosh, I think 20 years now, something along that line. And it's a group of people who wanted to get together and kind of help each other as far as songwriting is concerned, you know, and just kind of encourage all of that. Especially back then, you'd go out to play bars and you could only do covers and that type of thing. So it kind of helped also give you venues, you know, to play. So one of the things that we do that's a lot of fun is we have these monthly house concerts whereby we'll have 4 chairs, and 3 of the chairs will be filled by people who are headliners for the night, and they come from the group. So we'll have 3 of them. They'll each play a song, and then the 4th chair is open so that someone from the audience will come up and play one of their songs, and then we go through another 3, you know, another round, and then someone else comes up and plays.
Nice.
And it's all originals, no covers at all. So, you know, you got to come up with your own stuff. You know, but it gives a chance for people to get up there and be headliners, you know, and have that experience, but everybody else gets involved too.
So you're from the local area?
Yes, I'm right up the road. My mailing address is Oxford, though I'm in New London Township.
And this house party is March 31st?
Well, here's the special thing. We do these monthly things, but twice a year we also have these workshops. So this will be the winter workshop on March 31st,
Nice.
which we're going to be having at my place, like I said, pretty much just up the road. And all afternoon, we'll have these various workshops. We have 2 tracks, and there are 4 sessions in each track. Everything about, you know, how you can be a better songwriter, better performer, you know, whatever it takes.
Right.
Everybody will submit requests for things that they want to learn about. And we ask them also if they can lead a workshop. I know I've myself have led numerous ones of different topics. And then we'll break for pizza, and then we have an evening open mic where you get the chance to show off what you've done, you know, for the day, or something that you've written previously.
This is like a total education in songwriting in one kind of
Oh yeah, yeah.
event.
I mean, a lot of it will be about writing better lyrics. Others will be, you know, about song structure. Like one of the favorites that I'm pleased to have started was the alternate tunings on guitar. You know, so there's a lot of different stuff to pick from.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yep. And if you happen to have something that you feel that you can contribute, we're happy to have other people come in with new ideas and, you know, come in and join us.
I think Cecil TV needs to be there. That's what I'm thinking.
The house concert part of it, there's Lafayette Hill, there's Cherry Hill, there's Collingswood, so it's a little out of the area. We did have one in Wilmington for a while, one venue, but that's fallen by the wayside now. My place is a little bit far for people to go for a Saturday night and then back home again.
Right.
You know, coming from the other side over Jersey, you know, that type of thing. But if we get some interest around here, then we'll be more than happy to set up a venue right here, probably my place.
Wow,
you know,
interesting.
to
And there's no cost
spread
for this, right?
Everything's free. Membership, all you have to do is give us your contact information so that we can get a hold of you. We never give it to anybody else. We don't give it to each other. It's very closely held, and it's just for letting you know what's going on. And that's free. The house concerts are free. The workshops are free. Everything is all, volunteer basis, and we're just there to have a lot of fun.
How would our viewers contact you and or PASA and get involved in this particular event or other events?
Yeah. Well, PASA's website is pasamusic.org. So it's PASA music.org. You can go on there and they'll have the list of events that are going on, the monthly house concerts. We just posted the 31st, for the workshop at my place. We don't have the topics and all of that because I'm about to start sending out notices and get the feedback from everybody. Another place you can go is terrymerryman.com. That actually will redirect you to elkcreekmusic.org, which is the website that I've used for when I've had house concerts and workshops at my place. It's sort of been through the Elk Creek Music Society, ECMS.
A lot of acronyms.
Yeah.
But terrymerryman.com. That's you. And you're going to play some songs for us.
Yep. And I have to laugh. If you come down to Wesley's on Wednesday evenings and join us, you'll hear Mary. She always introduces me as...
not Wesley's.
I'm not Wesley's. I'm sorry. Station Ale House. Exactly. Thank you. To the Station Ale House. You'll hear Mary always announces me as terrymerryman.com. So people will know
there you
where
go.
to go.
Well, let's crank it out.
All right. Good.
I'd like to see you in the morning light, when all the shadows have faded out of sight into the day. That would be okay. The morning's always been my time to leave, after playing the role of a thief in the night, my heart out of sight. I never offered real love to the ones who held me close but could not overcome my fears of touching something deep inside my heart. I might fall apart. Every day would bring another dawn, another day in which to be withdrawn from those who care. So laissez-faire. But your love is giving me the way to keep my fears from forcing me to pull away. With you I'll stay. I never offered real love to the ones who held me close but could not overcome my fears of touching something deep inside my heart. I might fall apart. Now I'll expose what I could not express. Slowly my heart began to acquiesce. In time my love for you swelled deep inside, and so I give you my heart with all reservations set aside. Now I know that just today. And all the way beyond golden gray.